Hello everyone, welcome to Daily Current Affairs series. Today we will discuss about 25th May current affairs. Myself Sunny Sandeep. Welcome to my channel Care for Group 1 exam. Before going to our current affairs series, or that is Daily Current Affairs series, I want to give some motivation about the one person who is visually challenged person. He cracked the IAS exam. His name is Katta Simhachalam. Here he is telling that right attitude is the key to crack the IAS. My goal has been to become an IAS officer and serve the poor. Any disability should not be in hindrance to the achieving the success, and I proved it. He is telling that no disability or any disability should not be any hindrance to achieving success, and he is proved that. Says that visually challenged person Katta Simhachalam, who secured the 457th rank in the Union Public Service Commission. Here he is telling about his attempts. I attempted the UPSC thrice, but I got other services. In the fourth attempt, I got the IAS, which I wanted. I studied in the normal Telugu medium school and colleges and succeeded in life with my help of my family. He said that. He is giving some suggestions to the who are preparing for the civil service exams like UPSC. He advised that I advise the civil services aspirants to use the technology and think with the right attitude. Then only right attitude is the key to crack the IAS exam. Next one. Here is the update about the coronavirus cases. COVID-19 cases. India is now in the top 10 position. India on Sunday reported the highest single day spike of so far 7,097 COVID-19 cases, taking the overall tally to the 1,38,482 cases. According to the reports from the state health departments, the number of active cases stood at the 76,858, while the 57,605 people have recovered. The death toll crossed to the 4,000 with 150 new fatalities. Here there is a university, that is data from the Johns Hopkins University, show that the total number of cases in India has surpassed the Iran with 1,35,701 cases. Confirmed infections. Here, India is now has the 10th highest number of confirmed cases worldwide. That is the update about the coronavirus. Next one. Here, there is an important article that is about the Somalia. No answer search for the Somalia. That is, here I have given a map. There are two adjacent countries. They are Kenya and Somalia. For every country, there are some international waters boundaries. For that, Somalia is there and Kenya is there. But there is a between Kenya and Somalia some area is there, that is the disputed area. In briefly we will explain that. As Somalia grapples with the staggering challenge of the COVID-19 pandemic, chances are that the June 8 public hearings at the International Court of Justice on Somalia's maritime dispute with Kenya will be deferred at again. The public health emergency also raises a question mark on the general elections scheduled for the later this year, especially a nation seeks to restore the universal suffrage after 5 decades. After 5 decades means after 50 years. What is the meaning of universal suffrage? That is, one has the right to the vote. Here, Somalia and neighboring country have locked the horns over a decade on the delimitation of the maritime boundary in the Indian Ocean. Here, this water dispute is in the Indian Ocean waters. Here, at an issue of roughly 1 lakh square kilometer area, which has per seismic surveys, contains a huge deposit of oil and gas. That's why these two countries are fighting against for the 1 lakh square kilometer area. Under the 2019 Memorandum of Understanding, each granted the other no objection to presenting the separate submission to the UN Commission on the limits of continental shelf, that is CLCS, concerning the outer limits of the continental shelf beyond the 200 nautical miles. Here there is a one important word, that is Commission on the limits of the continental shelves, that is CLCS. Very very important, please underline it. Another one, that is universal suffrage, that is the people of Somalia will this year for the first time since 1916 years, that means after 50 years, general elections, exercise their right to political participation under the universal suffrage, the one person one vote law, which received President Muhammad Abdullahi Muhammad's assent in February, is a milestone in the country's gradual path to the democratic governance after the enduring the military rule over 20 decades and the long transition following the civil war. Here we have seen that there is a civil war and military rule in Somalia. After the ascent of the Abdullahi Muhammad ascents, here in February they are moving towards the democratic. That's why they want universal suffrage. That means the one person who has to write the vote. Here next one, failing to perform as a constitutional court. Why? Because Supreme Court has failed to perform as a constitutional court. Why? Because we have seen that we are, due to COVID-19, we are seeing that the most number of cases we are facing in India, the most acute problem is faced by the migrant laborers only. Here they have no work, no source of income, no access to basic necessities, no quality testing facilities, no protective gear, and no means to reach the home also. Here the Supreme Court ignored the migrant workers when they most needed protection. That's why failing to perform as a constitutional court. The court is denying the citizens of most fundamental right of access justice to ensure the under the constitution. Here center only give the directives or give the suggestions, but the designated states has the implemented the authorities only. But the issue of migrant labours is inherently an interstate issue, and the state had to tackle it both internally as well as the interstate. There are numerous judgments whereas it had laid out matters of policy. For instance, the Vishaka guidelines on sexual harassment in workplace, the right to food, and various environmental protection policies. In the cases, the court has formulated the policies and asked the states to implement that one. That's why Supreme Court has failed to perform as a constitutional court. That's why this article is urging that constitutional court, that is Supreme Court, has to implement some policies. Then only migrant workers will benefit from that one. Next one, the need for a million work sites now. Here is there is a two surveys, that is series of surveys conducted by the Azim Premji University, that is APU, and other institutions. The APU survey, for instance, found that 74% of the respondents, thousands of poor households scattered over many states, were consuming less food. That is 74% of consuming less food today than before the lockdown. Another survey conducted by the Farzana Afridi and her colleagues in low-income neighborhoods of Delhi found that 80% of the respondents that had not earned any income during the lockdown. Here another survey is telling that 80% of the respondents had not earned any income during this lockdown. 90% reported financial stress, and about half of the anxious to sleep that night. Here we have to thankfully give the some important things that they are thankfully to the public distribution system is preventing the worst situation. That's why the same survey shows that an overwhelming majority of poor households, that is 86% of, according to the APU survey, are currently receiving food rations due to this public distribution system. Here is there is an important demand, that is demand for the NREGA, that is National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Work is stronger than ever. Why? Because due to this lockdown, no work, no income is there. That's why there is a demand for the MG NREGA. This is not surprising one. Why? Because there is no work. Most people would prefer to do some work and earn a little than to sit idle with many empty pockets. It is also worth considering a written cash payments of NREGA wages, at least as an option to the duration of the crisis. This would not only help to the ensure timely and reliable payment of wages, but also spare workers or deal extracting their wages from the overcrowded banks and business correspondents. Here, when this MG NREGA is implemented or when it is started, there is a cash payment. That means whenever work is done, they will give some cash, but after some time they will transfer that cash amount to the banks. That's why they have to come to the banks, but due to this COVID-19, they are unable to come to this bank. They are unable to withdraw that amount. If you give cash payments, we can reduce the overloaded banks or business correspondents. That's why we have to move towards the cash payments. Here another one, funds are not immediate concern since the MG NREGA budget for 2020-21 has been raised to the 1 crore so far. Here another important one, due to the Amphan super cyclone storm, Howrah's botanical garden now graveyard of 1,000 trees. Among the rare trees that have been fallen include the only full-grown Kalpa Briksha, that is Adnosonia digitata tree in the garden, the mad tree Pretiogotra alachavar irregularis, the para rubber tree, that is Hevia brasiliensis, and Malabar chenstut, Pechera insignis, and chair pine, that is Penassus roseberry, and several country old mahogany trees, that is Swinchinia mahogany, in the garden's famous Mahogany Avenue. If you see that is Howrah's botanical garden is famous for the great banyan tree. That is a tree is living in a more than 250 years. That's why due to this Amphan effect, Howrah's botanical garden now a graveyard of 1,000 trees. Amid all the devastation. The great banyan tree on the western edge of the garden offered the only silver lining only. Here the trees which has an enormous canopy has survived with some damage. Here there is a age, that is the year 250-year-old tree which predates the botanic garden, has a canopy over 1.5 hectares. It is supported by over 4,000 prop roots. That's why we have to give some importance to this environmental protection. Then only we will fight against this super cyclonic storm. Next one, I promised to make a previous paper analysis, that is UPSC Prelims 2019. Recently, India has signed a deal known as Action Plan for Prioritization and Implementation Cooperation Areas in the Nuclear Field with which of the following countries? Options are given here: Japan, Russia, United Kingdom, and United States of America. Action Plan for Prioritization and Implementation of Cooperation Areas in the Nuclear Field identified jointly by the Russia and India, signed on the 5th October 2018. That's why our option is right option is B, that is Russia. India and Russia signed a deal known as Action Plan for Prioritization and Implementation of Cooperation Areas in the Nuclear Field. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Gear up for Group 1 exam. This is Sunny Sandeep signing out. Take care. Bye bye.